Greetings. This is Scholar Saunders saying, what's current? It's Friday. I don't want it to be, too, heavy, too serious, too, all up in somebody's business. This is just a light show. I might get back to it on tomorrow, Saturday. I might get back on a Sunday. But I just want to do something real light today, real calm and easy and cool and breezy. Jay-Z has an affinity towards Judge Judy, according to Bradley Cooper. He enjoys Jay-Z enjoys her shows. Probably has been for decades. She's been on the air. They share almost I don't know how much her square footage of her house is compared to Jay-Z and Beyonce's house, but it's probably pretty similar. If you look up Judge Judy's house and look up Beyonce and Jay-Z's house, and or one of their houses. They have multiple homes, but it just caught my eye on Hip Hop DX. That said that Jay-Z is fond of Judge Judy, and who isn't? She's she's one of the greats. She's awesome. I remember way back in the day when I was a young boy. It's going way back about 24 years. When I was like 11 years old. Or I was just watching trash TV, Jerry Springer and Maury and all these guys making millions of dollars off of other people's plight and pain and weird obsessions and different phobias and just all kinds of crazy stuff. I remember the commercials. Does anybody else remember the commercials they used to air? They used to air like ITT Tech and Chubb Institute and stuff like that because they know that there's people in that demographic that they're going towards that are 18 to 34 or younger, or even a little bit older maybe, but they're saying you're on your couch, you're watching these TV shows. You could be going to school, you could be learning a trade, you could be learning how to be an engineer or a plumber, or electrician, or something like that. And then Judge Judy comes on, and what does she do? She, berates, some of the people, and she does it judiciously. See how I did there? But she does it with such flair and such, pointed, you know, you know, a sense of pointedness, a sense of directness, and she scathing sense, to the people that are wrong, whether they be the plaintiff or the defendant. She's like up. That's one of her, favorite, her best lines. It's not even a word. It's just up. You don't interrupt me. And stuff like that. She doesn't like the titles tough or harsh. She likes, that's why I said she's pointed. She gives out great criticism over what $200.30, something like that. That's all she has, to do. So it's like
Just a little bit softer. The
okay,
doctor's in here. We're talking.
thanks. So
Softer.
it's like a little bit it's like a little bit of a problem because um there's an issue based on how people are portrayed on her show. And what are they fighting over? Like back rent and stuff like that. $213, you know, past due, something like that, or somebody stole somebody else's sneakers or something like that, and they want $54 for them. She's doing small claims court, but it still resonates. It still resonates. It still has a passion there. There's a passion there. There's a sense of understanding who she is and what she's about. That's how powerful she actually is, and that's what is incredible about her standing, and how, like, I think that's why Jay-Z's drawn to her, because he likes things that are very upfront and in your face, like Beyonce. Beyonce's like very much upfront and in your face, and she has different subtleties, but it's not as much as some other artists. But Judge Judy is not an artist, but she has a commanding sense of presence. And what is she? She's been on the air since let me see. Oh my god. Let me see. She's been on the air since 1995, it seems like, it looks like 1996. And she had 25 seasons until 2021. And now she's on Free V, doing her thing. So I just thought that was interesting. I thought that was, pretty powerful, pretty interesting. How that all came about, how that all manifested itself within her whole ideology, and I think that a lot of people do. A lot of people probably, well, obviously, a lot of people, enjoy her work and enjoy who she is and how she commands the room. Absolutely, she's not that tall. She's like 5'4", probably 5'3". I don't know how tall she is, but she's not like a physically imposing presence. But her mind, her thoughts, her thinking, the way she presents herself is extraordinary. It's very foreboding, and I'm not going to say overbearing, but it's very you got to be on your game. You can't be slouching. You can't even be in the audience. You can't even be in the audience and say stuff like start talking. And she'd be like, oh, whoa, whoa, no, you can get out. You can leave. Please leave my courtroom. She'll sit you outside of her courtroom if you're talking too much or if you're laughing too loud or something like that. Oh, no, not in my courtroom. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to get out. I've seen her do that multiple times. But she was like a beacon amidst the wasteland when it came to daytime TV. I think she was the best out of everybody that was on during that time period. Maury, Montel, the talk show hosts, Oprah, even and there's so many other judges. Judge Mathis, there's Judge. I can't think of all the other names, but there are multiple judges, and she has to be the best. She didn't take any guff. She didn't take any nonsense. She, in her old show and in her new show, she is the same way. She still doesn't take any of that problematic behavior from anyone. And just to have a fight over $173 ticket, somebody got and they're fighting it. This is weird. It's just and she's made millions from this. That's what's so amazing. That's what's so great. She's made millions. I think tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, based on her efforts. Because she was at first a New York court. She was in a New York corporate lawyer for a cosmetics firm, and that's pretty amazing. She was appointed a criminal court judge by Ed Koch a few years later. Or was it Ed Koch? Did he say Koch or Koch? I don't know. She has a number of books. Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. That's just like her whole attitude. You know what I mean? Like don't BS me. Don't bullshit me. I don't have time. You don't want to waste my time. We have a limited space, limited time to do this. So just take that and roll with it. Be aware of that. Be aware of my time and how precious it is, and how I may or may not help your case, depending on how you behave, how your words flow, and what you say. That's the important part. That's what's so invigorating, and it really is. It gives you energy. It gives you great support. It gives you great understanding of who you are and what you are, depending on what happens in that courtroom. And anybody that wants to test her, they're making a mistake, a great mistake, a serious, profound, and severe mistake. If they want to go at her, because she's got more than a gavel, she's got her brain, she's got her mind, so she's going to definitely come back at you with something vicious and maybe she might not like vicious, but something very pointed, like I said, pointed and direct towards whoever may cause an infraction in her courtroom. So I think it was cool. It was just cool. It's Friday. I thought, it's light. It's not that serious. Jay-Z, is obviously a reformed criminal for a crime that shouldn't be a crime, but we have to recognize it as a crime. Drug dealing, and that's the best part about drug dealing, is that you can talk about it in a song and say, I lost 92 bricks and I got it back and got more out of it. Y'all know the rest. Um, you can say all of that, and it's like Jay-Z. He's the Jay Gatsby. What's up, sport? He's like that. He's Jay Gatsby. That's why he was on the Gatsby soundtrack when the movie came out. Because he lives that American dream, that that sense that you can turn something from nothing and create wealth, create immense wealth. He's worth, I think last time I checked, $2.5 billion or something like that. Beyonce's worth like 800 or 900 million, or at least $1 billion, something like that. And they're like the superpower couple. They're like a mega couple. So it's the same thing with Judge Judy. She was able to forge a way of presenting herself in a way that was completely different from any other judge. Most judges are like trying to get entertainment value, trying to get something like that, but just her presence is an entertainment value, because she's not holding back, and she's not faking it. She's not trying to put on airs or anything like that. She's got other book titles. Look at these book titles: Beauty Fades, Dumb is Forever. Keep it simple, stupid. You're smarter than you look. Win or lose by how you choose. You're smarter than you look. Uncomplicating relationships in complicated times. What would Judy say? A grown-up guide to living together with benefits. What would Judy say? Be the hero of your own story. So she's been on the court circuit for so long now, over 30, 40, almost 40 years. That's amazing. That was cool. She has a $10.7 million condominium she bought in 2013 in Los Angeles, suburb of Beverly Hills. She spent $9 million on the Birdhouse, a 9,700 square foot property on over 3 acres in Newport, Rhode Island. She holds a Doctor of Law degree from Elizabethtown College and the University of Albany, SUNY State University in New York. In 2013, she was made vice president of the Law Society at University College Dublin, Ireland, in recognition of her work in family law. So she's been through it. She believes that she's a supporter of same-sex marriage, although she said that she is not a supporter of big government. She believes in the issue of same-sex marriage should be handled at the federal level rather than on a state-by-state basis. She endorsed Michael Bloomberg when he was running. Now she endorses Nikki Haley for president and joined her at a rally in New Hampshire. Hopefully she give her some money. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like to say other people give her money, because why don't I give her money? She was involved in a lawsuit with somebody named Randy Dowdett, and she filed a lawsuit against Hartford, Connecticut personal injury lawyer John Heyman and his law firm. In the lawsuit, Shylin accused Heyman and his law firm of using her television image without consent in advertisements that falsely assessed she endorsed him and his firm. Well, that's just Judge Judy. Judge Judy get on you. Judge Judy will get on you. She doesn't play. She doesn't play. You want to use my image? Great. Well, you're gonna have to give me money. So yeah, Greg ass says salute the machine. When in all reality, he's he's sitting on money that he could be sending me. But I'm not mad at him. I ain't mad at you, Greg ass. I ain't mad at you. Got 3 likes. 2 people like watching. Not mad. Talking about Judge Judy and Jay-Z. That's all I'm doing. This is Friday. I'm broke as a joke. We already know, Greg. You're like a broken record. I'm like a broken record because I have to keep saying you're a bum nigga and let nobody else, say it. Say that you're a bum nigga because we know you're a bum nigga. We get it. It doesn't have to be expressed anymore. All I ask is that you tell other people about me. I need subscribers. That's the main thing. Subscribers. Subscribers, subscribers, subscribers. That's what I need. That's what I'm looking forward to having. That's what I want. Subscribers. So you can be broke. You can be broke as a joke. That's funny. Ha ha ha. Broke as a joke. The laughs on me, I guess. I don't know. But just tell other people. That's all I have to say. Just let this goofy nigga. I don't know. He wears a black hat and a black shirt and a gold tie. He's a real goofy mug. He's just weird. I don't know. But he comes with the content. That's all you can say. He comes with the content every day or every other day. I have before February or January 24th or 25th, I had every show since October. I had a show every day. There was a death in my family, so I took a hiatus. I took just a break. Greg says he wears a black hat and may or may not sell crack. That almost rhymed. He may or may not sell crack. I love that. Now I have to get Judge Judy on you. Up. I have to get, I have to, let you know ahead of time, like she does. She's great. It's the weirdest thing. It was like 1999. This is 25 years ago, and I'm like, this lady is the truth. I'm 11 years old, and I'm like, damn, she is like working. She made me, that line in Step Brothers, when he's like, well, why are you sweating? He was like, I was watching Cops. That's how I feel when I'm watching Judge Judy. Feels like I'm gonna go on that show and she's just gonna berate me and just tear me down and just eviscerate me, But I'm sure she doesn't like those kind of words and things attached to her. But you have to admit she is very good at what she does. She's excellent. She's excellent in cutting people down to size. I mean, just chopping you down. You might think I got this case all wrapped up. Oh, Black Cuddy in the check-in. Salute, Black Cuddy. Black Cuddy's been in the chat for a few days. I appreciate that, sir. Make sure you tell people you're not a big donor yourself, but just make sure you tell people. Like you said, I think you said that yesterday. You said you're going to tell people, so I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that. Regash hasn't said he's going to tell a soul. But I need subscribers. Subscribers are the name of the game when it comes to YouTube. You can get your views, and that's cute. Views do help, and they will boost my ranking, and being able to have super chats and super stickers, which I'm not looking forward to doing. I like what I have now: my Cash App, my Venmo, my PayPal. I have over. Let me see. It's over $1,000. It's well over $1,000 that I have accumulated on this broadcast. The super chat criteria. Okay, there are multiple sets of criteria. There are multiple criteria. First, you have to have at least 4,000. Was it 4,000? I think I think it's 4,000. I think maybe 5,000. Let me see. 5,000 subscribers. No, not yeah. I'm trying to remember now. Hold on. I can go. I can see. Give me a moment. Let me see. I can look it up right now. I can look it up right now. 5,000 watch hours. That's right. Yeah. See. Um. Yeah. So it's that for okay. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. 4,000 watch hours, not 5,000, or which I don't have any. Uh, uh, public short views, which is 10 million, which is crazy. That's like the kids, dancing, and they go a million, different, and they do that, 90 times. They'll get 90 million subscribers. That's never going to happen for me. But yeah, so it's 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 public watch views, and public shorts views. Now, I'm not going to get that at all. I'm close to my public watch hours, which is 175, and then 477 subscribers. But yeah, so I'm just looking for subscribers. That's what I'm doing. So the more people that know about me, know about this channel, that's the boost. That's the bonus. But get back to the topic. Jay-Z loves Judge Judy. I'm sure he has been in front of Judge Judy's, or there is no other Judge Judy, but people that have imitated her or tried to be like her, his past during his days, where he was in front of the judge for, stabbing Lance Rivera and stuff like that. But he likes her. It's funny. He loves her, I guess. The way that Bradley Cooper put it, he said he loves her. He's watching Judge Judy. Of all the things he could be watching, some documentary from Cambodia or something like that. Jay-Z's, a very, expansive kind of thinker. He watches things. You could be watching a Kurosawa film. That's the power that he wields. Bat Cuddy says Judge Judy is a breed of Jewish woman, just like the elementary school teachers of the Board of Education in New York City during the 70s and 80s. It's a fact. I can't even denounce that. I think that's the truth. Board of Education in New York City was composed of mostly Jewish people, allegedly. I haven't done the research on it, but Black Cuddy seems to know what he's talking about. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's one of the best parts about being, on this platform. I get to learn something more than I knew before. That's a great thing. So it's a special thing. You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. But that's what Greg ass said. What he said. But yeah, Jay and Judge Judy. I mean, he's a billionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. I think it's beautiful. We're in America. This is the land of opportunity, the land of greatness, the land of maximizing opportunities, the land of striving always to be great. That's one of the best things. That's the great part about being in this country, is that you can turn your life completely around. You can, Judge Judy, may have come from, circumstances that were more, beneficial than Jay-Z, but look who has more money. I mean, I don't want to say like, oh, he has more money, so he's a better person or something crazy like that. I'm just saying it's just a fact. Kareem TV, salute. Kareem TV, you're not much of a donator either. I would say donator. A donor. You're not much of a donor as well. Tell 5 people about me, but don't tell 6. That's all I'm saying. Just tell 5 people. Tell 5. Not 6. Say, yeah, it's this goofy kid on YouTube. Yeah, it's this goofy man. Never subbed, never donated, stolen Wi-Fi. You know it. Hey, I'm not laughing at this never sub part. You got to sub. You got to sub. I might sit you down. I might put you in timeout for not subbing. True. So salute to you. Appreciate the like. Thank you for the like. I needed that like. 4 likes. 2 people watching right now. Good to see you too. You been out? Okay. Yeah, I've been out for, I'm just getting back in the saddle, this past week. Yeah, these past 2 weeks. I'm just getting back in the saddle, getting used to it. I guess 3 weeks. Yeah, well, a little under 3 weeks. Korean TV been locked up. Greg S is a monster. Up, 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 up. I saw Zach Lee in No Jumpers chat. I think we scared him. Hey, I can't talk about other platforms like that. I'm not into that. I'm not gonna, start, talking about. I can only talk about when they're in the news. If they come in the news cycle, that's when I talk about them. All right, so respect to you, Kareem. Exactly what happened to him. Hey, y'all can talk about it all you want. That's another issue. It's a totally different issue. But what happened to Aaron? What I don't know what happened to Aaron. Aaron used to be on deep. He used to be on like pause, but he used to be on definitely a lot. I hear Sky Saunders ran down on that. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I did not run down on anybody. The the comments expressed in the comment section do not reflect nor do they represent the ideas of Skylar Saunders or any of his affiliates. I have to say that. This guy is a savage. Oh my god. That's funny. I'm a savage. Classy, moody, rash. Pause. Okay, it was up to 4 people. Now it went down to 1. So okay, it's last man standing, I guess, around here. But I guess I count all those views. So yeah, I know. I said pause. But it's Friday. I'm just zooming. I'm not on anything. I'm on this. It's water. It's not vodka or gin. Everybody thinks, oh, is that vodka? Is that gin? What is that? No, it's just water. Molly water. Yeah, exactly. Molly water. That's what I use. That's what gets me pumped up. That's good. Gets me charged. But if you ever had a time with understanding why people do what they do, it's just I think it's just a connection. It's just like I said, Jay-Z, respects Judge Judy. I think he really enjoys her programs, enjoys, what she does, what she stands for. She stands for, truth, liberty, justice, and the American way. She's like Superman. And that's what Jay-Z is. That's why he has the Made in America tour in Philly. That's what's so great. And I think that both of them are true American success stories beyond all comprehension. It's not just because they made millions or billions of dollars. It's the fact that they put in the work to create those millions or billions of dollars. Because you can have $100,000 or $10,000 or $100 in the bank and be happy and be glad about your career and whatever your lifestyle is. It just happens to be that the millions and billions accumulate based on the work that you put in. That's the beauty of it. So I think that's the reason why Jay-Z admires, and it wasn't just, he was intent. I think, the way that Bradley Cooper put it, he wasn't just like skimming through the channels or looking. He was like watching Judge Judy. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that's wonderful. All right, so speaking of Judge Judy, who is 81 years old, by the way, and I'm looking on these dating platforms and stuff like that. These are older women that are in their 60s, 70s, late 50s, 40s, late 40s. Okay, hold on. Black Cuddy has something to say still about Judge Judy. I'm moving on to the next topic, but I'm gonna say this real quick. Respectfully for Judge Judy, have you seen her body? She has hips. Would you date Judge Judy? I would date Judge Judy. I think that would be an intriguing and very valuable interaction. That would be awesome. I would be, rewarded. I would be delighted to date Judge Judy. But she has a husband. I'm not saying that she should, be dating guys, but she has a husband. So I have to watch out for that. But these women, there's women on these, Facebook dating. Facebook dating is probably the worst. It's probably the most vicious, probably the most pernicious, awful dating sites. Facebook dating is horrible. Okay, I've gone through the ringer. I've gone through crypto. These women, these Asian women. Yeah, I shouldn't say Asian. I should say yellow women. Yellow women that are into cryptocurrency, and they own a nail salon or something like that, or massage parlor or something like that, and all they want to talk about is cryptocurrency, and you can get in on this. I think there's a mechanics behind that. There's something behind that. There's someone pulling the strings. I think that are sending out these young women from Boston and New York, and they either they're in New York or Boston, or not Asian women, yellow women. That's the best term for them. You don't say it's the same thing for American black American. You say black. You don't say yellow. You say brown. You say red. You say white. So I say yellow. But Gregor says, you scamming Asian women out of their crypto. No, I am not. No, I'm not. I'm not scamming anyone out of anything. What I am doing is enjoying the fact that there's a sense that people are more attuned to the fact that people are trying to find a mate, trying to find somebody else. But I go on Black, BLK. Nobody's watching right now. This is funny. I go on Black, BLK. I guess that's how you say it. It's not block. It's like it's implied that it's black, but not block, but Blake. I don't know. But I guess it could be block. Yeah, BLOCK. Yeah, BLK. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going on there. The best thing you can do on there is lives, which is weird because it's not, personally live. It's like a party. It's like a chat room. It's like a party room, and people are going in and out. Pause. But there's multiple women, they're very attractive, and allegedly say they're like 62 years old, and they look like they're like 31. They look half their age. I'm just taking their word for it, but I don't agree with it. I don't subscribe to what they're saying. I don't agree with that part. But what I do agree with is the fact that there's a level where you can meet and find different women, and it's so simple. It's like it's very addictive. It's very addictive because you're in there and you're like, hi, before you can get into the room, the room already detects that you're there, and they say, hey, what's up, Sky? Hi, how you doing? And I'm like, I didn't even say anything yet. And it just says it automatically, and lets the host know who it is. And they have some interesting conversations. They talk about some certain things. It's pretty interesting. That I think is pretty rewarding when it comes to that. I think it's part of the gist, the part of the game. It's part of the whole, different sensibility that you can get from being on this dating site. And it's really plenty of fish. They have some kind of deal, I guess, where it's like BLK is a subsidiary. I don't know what the correct term is for it, but it's part of Plenty of Fish, POF. And I think I've tried Plenty of Fish. I remember one chick. I was just like, "Are you a tranny?" And she was like, "No, that's inconsiderate or something. That's very offensive or something like that." I was just like, "Tranny?" I thought that's like queer. You know what I mean? Like they reappropriate words. Because queer used to be like a derogatory term for people, and they're like, Greg ass says, "Oh snap, you asked that?" Yeah, I did. But anyway, so I thought tranny was like queer. I thought it was the same kind of like level, how they reclaim different things. I guess it's kind of like on the word of the F word that rhymes with maggot. Maybe that hasn't been reclaimed yet. That hasn't yet, unless they say it to each other, and then it's okay. It's kind of like it's kind of like nigger, in that respect. But anyway, she was like, I didn't even realize. I was just like, I was blown away, and I made sure it was like, it was okay. She was offended that Greg S says she was offended that you think she looked like a man. No, she didn't look like a man. I don't even think I could see her. It was just, I don't think her picture, it wasn't even her. I don't think I said that she was a tranny. I think she said, I said like something like, do you know any trannies or something like that? And she was just like, no. She was like, that's very offensive. That's derogatory. And I was like, okay, I get to learn something today. You gonna learn today. But I'm very cautious about calling people tranny now because I'm like, I don't want to offend people just to offend people. Not gonna call you a tranny unless you're acting like a tranny. Louis C.K. He had a great bit. His bit was on the F word that rhymes with maggot. And he was saying like how gay people, aren't aren't that word, the F word, unless they're acting like an F word. They're like, if they say something like, people from Phoenix are Phoenician or something like that, it's like, come on now, you're being an F, and then like, stop being an F and S that guy's D, that's what he was talking about. Okay, Greg asked, this is very simple. F word starts with F and it rhymes with maggot. Take out the M and put in the F. That word, Greg asked. I'm not going to say it on here because I'm not. I might be able to say it because I'm not an official, member of the club that I know I talked about with my 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch views. Say so I can be said so I can be sure. No, man, the Louis C.K. show was great. Yes, Louis C.K. show was great. Was a great show. Great show. Excellent show. Say it so I can be sure. No, I think you can put the clues together. I think you can connect the dots. I'm not saying it. You're just gonna have to be left out. You're gonna just have to sit this one out on this one. But I think I explained it clearly. Anyone can pick it up. But it's very it's a weird world that we're in now. Don't be afraid. He meant afraid of Alphabet Mafia in the small hats. I'm afraid of the algorithm. Algorithm is God. I fear God. I fear the algorithm. It'll take me out. It'll take my show out. I'm not about to have that. So you can say it if you got your own platform. You go on your platform. You can say it all you want. F F F F all you want. But I'm not going to say it. So anyway, it's Plenty of Fish. It's black. It's or BLK or whatever the case may be. I'm seeing these, mid girls. some of them have, some facial features that are like, she's kind of strong in the face. Like, oh man, it's like it just has a strong face, and but there's one woman, young lady, or older lady, I don't even know. The way she talks, I can't tell, but she definitely, is very attractive, and she has some very African-esque, facial features. She has some big lips and and wide cheekbones, and very very attractive, very attractive. And she has a mind. She studied mathematics and economics in college. I didn't ask her what she did for her line of work, but it must be something attached to one of those two disciplines, one of those two fields of study. Um, but I'm just taken aback. It's very engaging. I'm on there every day. I better be, because it's worth paying that much money to be on there. Not use it. Are you kidding me? Um, but it's very engaging. I have a lot of fun. You get to talk to people. You get to have different discussions and learn more about people from different places all over the world. Well, not all over the world, but in English speaking places like Canada and the UK. Um, and there's people that speak either English or Spanish. You can do preferences. You can have people like you want Caucasian. I want Caucasian chicks on my BLK. Using my BLK to pick up Caucasian chicks. But I'm saying, like I said before, the woman that has the beautiful lips. She's of dark descent, I should say, or something like that. She's not white. She's not Caucasian. Um, so that's a bonus, and that's a plus. I think that's definitely a boon to that platform. I think they do C plus B minus job. I mean, I can't fault them too hard, because it's probably it takes a lot of time, a lot of space and servers and stuff like that. But that's what I think is the issue. That's what the main issue is with Plenty of Fish and BLK and different other sites. I think I tried Bumble. That was the one where I found the one where it said tranny. I found Bumble to be okay. Bumble was all right, I think. I'm trying to remember. I got a match really quick, more than her. It was a few other matches. I got them, rather quickly. And I think it's like only the women can. And it's weird too, because it's like, isn't LGBTQ plus A? Like, I don't know how that works. I don't know what that deal is, but it says, from what I understand, the women ask, go for the men first. And I guess this goes by preferences. And same thing for for lesbians and gays. If they want to be on that site, they have to abide by that simple rule. Um, that's what the whole message really is, right there. So that's what mighty, so powerful about this new age. We're testing. I hate the one answers. Those are the worst. I got out of the chat room, or the personal messages. They're terrible. They're like, "How are you doing? All right. What are you up to? Nothing." Like, it just irks me to my core. I can't stand that. It's like, say more than a few syllables in a sentence, please. Like, say something that is of substance. But where you going? Nowhere. It's like, what's the point of even having a conversation if you're just gonna have one or two sentences, one word or two words to say something? How you doing? I don't know. Like, oh my god, like what? How do you not know how you're doing? It's so goofy. But yeah, so um that's what I think of most of these different sites. It's like you're looking Nub and all the wrong paces. Everybody's looking for Nub. So you get an opportunity, you get a chance to really express yourself. You have your profile all racked up. You have everything all together. You got your picture, got everything going for you. And you go out into the field and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, I have to deal with these banshees and these wildebeests and booger bears. Like, that's what these sites are full of them. And that's the thing too. From what I understand and what I've seen is that they use other people's photos or they doctor the photos, and then you click on their live. It's a totally different person. This person's like a wildebeest or a booger bear, and you're like, what? How did that even happen? You were just a size 3 in the picture, in your profile picture. Now you're a size 13 or 14. How did that happen? Like, tell me, please. Tell me how. Tell me how this happened. Somebody explain it to me. How, Sway? But overall, it's fun. It's a good time. You're able to connect with people all over this United States, all over in different parts of the world. I think that's extraordinary. I think that is beautiful. That's why I'm not downplaying it so much, because that is extraordinary technology. The internet, you can connect with people on a way that you would never have expected, and they have ways for you to get some money. Especially if you're a female, I don't know. There's some males, I guess, do they try to show they 6-pack or whatever the case may be, and they say, oh my God, oh, he's so fine, he's so cute, whatever. If they want to say all that, that's fine. But they have these little treasure chests, and they open up and they have bacon and dragons and cars and crazy mess going around the screen. They're like, oh yeah, ha, ha, ha. And they go like this, you know. That's the show love, even though it's a heart, which has nothing to do with love. Your brain is what has to do with love. Your mind. It should be like, I don't know. Is there a way you can make a symbol of the brain? That's it, maybe. I don't know, but um, they get really excited. You can make like $250 a night, something like that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You make some good money, depending on how many people subscribe to you, and if you have diamond stat, there's a lot. There's like you have 100 million something, and you have diamonds, and you have levels and all this stuff. I'm not even sure about yet, but it's very exciting. It's a very exciting platform. I'm probably gonna go into it right after this broadcast, because I think it's just so cool. I think it's a really cool tool. Sorry for the rhyming, but I think it's a really cool function that we have in today's world. And I'm thinking back, from Black Planet. If you're that old, if you're an old person like me, this isn't for my 18 and 34-year-olds. That's I know I'm trying to get to your demographic, but the 35-year-olds, they know. 35 and plus know about Black Planet. Mi Gente. I didn't go on Mi Gente, but I knew about Mi Gente. But Black Planet was the truth. It gave you news. It gave you updates. It gave you different ideas to do, and you can meet different people. I remember my name was Sky Intelligence. Yeah, Sky Intelligence. That was from Ghostface Killer line, High Intelligence, when he was on the Special Delivery remix. And so I had Sky Intelligence. So I think that POF and BLK, they know what they're doing. So it was very intriguing. That's what I think is so beautiful about the internet and what we can do. And it's quiet. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about vocal or how much money you can make on YouTube. I mean, it's a little bit more less quiet with YouTube. So, but nobody's picking up vocal or putting a finish. Not as much as some various different platforms. They're definitely not getting as much shine. And I have 0 people watching me right now. You know what that makes me feel? No, I'm all right because I get more money and all right, I get more people watching in the rebroadcast. So I'm not sweating it at all. I like the 0 people. I have 6 likes. That's the most I've had all week. You know, so don't watch me live. Watch me on the rebroadcast. That's fine. But yeah. So nobody talks about how you can use PayPal. You know, nobody. It's not in the media like that. They'll show all heartwarming situations. Oh, he got him a sweater and he gave him his coat, and that's fine. But it's like it's too mushy for me. It's too weird. It's too goofy because these are people that are making millions of dollars, and they're not giving up their millions of dollars for nothing. So that's what I have serious issues with. You know, these people in the news media talking about all these people that have issues and stuff like that. Why aren't you giving up your salary, all of it, your whole salary, all of your money, everything you saved, everything, and help these people? You can do it. I'm not asking them to, but I'm saying that's how they operate. They operate like they are doing it. That's the problem. And that's what I think this internet thing is really going to solve. I really sincerely think that if we have it in the right position, this internet will solve poverty all around the world. Now, that could be Pollyanna, that could be rose-colored glasses, but I sincerely think that it's going to have that impact. It's going to have that much of a draw on the world. I really think that. I consider that to be facts. I consider that to be true. I consider that to be real. The fact that so many people have already been able to make millions of dollars. I just am astounded by that. And like even on a dating site, even though the POF, the whatever it is, the lives, I don't know what it's called. It's the live rooms. They're making money. They're not really worried about a date or people like that because they're across the country. They're not trying to get flued out. They're not trying to fly out. They just want to talk to people. Based on where they are. And it's a weird thing too. I just want to get into this. Plenty of Fish is weird. They want you to ask a question, but they don't allow question marks. And also, they block out the word tonight. Is it because it's the NIG? I don't understand certain aspects of that site. It's weird. They block out the weirdest things. But what you can do is say the letter, space, like that. And then you can spell it out and people will understand it. The algorithm won't even catch that because it's spaced out. But I think it's a valuable tool. I think it's a wonderful space. I give it a B minus, not an A, but a B minus, something like that. It still needs to work out the kinks. Still needs to continue on with its mission of joining people and having people have fun. That's the whole point. Is people off of work, had a long shift, trying to unwind. They got something in their hand, something cold, something brewed, and they just want to relax and unwind. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with this. It's okay with recreation. Nothing wrong with that. And then the idea is also that you can engage with the ideas and thoughts of people who have already, thought about what these things are. They have, and they have conversations about it. They have different discussions about serious topics. I've gone into different laws. They're talking about, you know, you know, whether people should be able to, get married and stuff like that. It's like, it's not just, candy and love, luck, and lollipops. Like, there's some deep discussions that go on there. So I really, appreciate the fact that they have formulated a platform for all types of engaging conversations such as that. I think that's really cool. They expect people to be stupid and dumb and but like I said, that's what it is with the personal chats that I've experienced anyway. That yeah, nah, yeah, I guess, yup. Like, what is that about? I have no idea. I'm a man of words. I'm a wordsmith, and that's just not to say I'm like the Bard or August Wilson or something like that. But I like words. I love words. I love using them. I love how you can twist them and turn them and turn a phrase and things of that nature. I'm no Aaron Sorkin, but I'm close. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so Plenty of Fish, BLK. I think that's a special way of demonstrating the differences of various people given in a room. There's up to 5 people that I know of that can be in the box. They call them box up. They put them in the box, little square, little rectangles and squares, and they call them boxes. And they have people that just talk about whatever comes to mind, whatever they're saying, ask the host a question, stuff like that. And this is one guy. There's a guy in there, and the young lady who has the curvy features, and curvaceous lips. Um, um, he's apparently LGBTQ, and he just runs his mouth. It's great. He's a good guy. I mean, no, I'm not going to downplay him or try to hate on him or something like that. But he just goes and says anything that comes to mind and says all that. I guess she just brings him on as like a buddy or something like that. You know what I mean? To corral the room in a sense. But yeah, so it's very entertaining, very educational in some circumstances. Um, it definitely helps out, and the best part is the government has nothing to do with it. There's no government sanctions that I know of. I just got a notification from Nurse Joy Alice's streaming. Check it out before it's too late. That's great. That's great. That's the greatness. I get a little notification before while I'm talking about it. That's cool. But yeah. So there's like a space. There's a space between the different people that talk and are able to convey themselves. Like, I let this guy, he just talks. He just runs his mouth. He just runs his mouth. I don't even really, engage with him or anything like that. I just, sit back in the cut and keep it cool. But, that's what's so awesome about, the side stuff. So it's very good. It's not excellent. So it's just very good. Needs some space for rearrangement, for change. I'm glad people are getting paid. That's awesome. People are getting donations, and they make them fun. They have little roses, like I said, the cars and dragons and bacon, but they just make it fun. They have little digital things swimming through the screen and stuff like that. So I do appreciate the fact that the developers are able to be creative and create a safe space. That's what I was going to say. The government has nothing to do with it. The government has, from what I understand, they're saying that, you don't use, any kind of, language, like I was saying earlier. You don't show any, body parts. You're not doing anything, showing any illegal activity. You're not showing drugs or anything like that. I think those are all Plenty of Fish's policies. Those aren't mandated by the government. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I think those are their private, organization policies. You can't have kids in the shot that I know of. You're gonna have, in the presentation and display. Can't have any children in there. Can't have any minors. So I think that's a great thing. I think that's one of the best aspects of the site itself, and I'm very thankful for that, and I appreciate it. Hey, it's been a great Friday. We had a more relaxed Friday. I'm glad you joined me. Thank you very much. Be sure to tell other people to subscribe. If you do not donate, at least do that. And I will see you on tomorrow. Thank you very much. Take care.